Hi, this is Dr. Lin. I am recording this video for Washingtonians for Change, a grassroots organization to promote conservative values in the state of Washington and also in US. Um, I'm not a career political activist or politician, but seeing what happened in the nation, I have to come out and I hope that my voice, added to many others, can help stem the tide of the leftist attack on our values. So today, this video is going to be about using our consumer power um, as a tool of activism. So what do you mean by that? Um, what I mean is that when we make choices with our use of money, we let our wallet support our political stand. Otherwise, we'll be letting others' political power to rob our wallet. So that's how we decide we must use consumer activism. Now, some people may be getting a little tired of, making everything part of politics, but we absolutely have to do that. The left has been using activism to subjugate many big businesses who should have been supporting conservative, but now they've been turned into the lapdogs and enforcers for the left. Now let's see what power the conservatives have. We are the majority of consumers with the purchasing power, and that's the power to build up the companies, these corporations, businesses. We support free market economy. The leftists do not support free market economy. They want to control those businesses, but the power they have is the destructive and disruptive power. They can protest, they can riot, they can loot, they can burn, and when they don't do that, they send lawyers uh, after you. So the big businesses tend to be giving in to the left because the left use their power to support their politics. The big businesses tend to have little regards for conservatives because we don't use our power. Yes, we have the money to decide whether to purchase their goods or their services, but we tend to say, oh, politics is politics, pressure is pressure. So I would just watch the movie the same way as if there's no politics involved. And therefore, they have no gumption about ignoring us. Right. So therefore, in order for them not to ignore us, we have to make them know that our power is going to be used to determine whether to support them or not based on where they stand on politics. Can we effectively make our money political? Absolutely, but we have to use strategies. If you make a long list, like 300 companies to boycott, yeah, I guarantee you get tired of it, and you also feel like there's no other option available. So here's 3 tiers action that we can take. Number one, choose a few companies, swiftly and forcefully boycott them to make effect within a few weeks. These are the kind of companies that have to have constant sales of consumer product, and and their products or services are somewhat optional in a sense and can be replaced with alternatives. And therefore, when enough consumers decide not to purchase their product, within a short few weeks, they will see the bleeding in the market. And number two, the second tier is a resolute and long-term severance. And that would be with lasting effect. It may not be able to happen so quickly. For instance, when you decide to close a bank account, you might need to first open a new one and then transfer your automatic payments, your direct deposit, and all those things to your new account before you close the old one. Otherwise, you'll be facing a lot of penalties. For instance, with Bank of America, with Chase, with Citigroup, these banks have been y- jumping out to support the left um, in in the last few months in a major way, and we should let them know that our money is not to support them to make them more powerful to destroy our value. Therefore, we can decide to close our bank account with these banks, and we open a new one first, and then transfer all the connections, and then close. And write a letter, tell them exactly why you decided to close your bank account. And the third tier is the long term consumer education to always choose the politically right option. Notice that I didn't say politically correct option. That's what the left is using. So we choose the politically right, and on the conservative side, support those companies, especially those that are really patriotic, like Mike Lindell with My Pillow, or the new one, My Store, that he's going to open, and choose not to do business with the ones um, that are supporting the lefty value, like Costco. They are or Bed Bath and Beyond. They stop selling My Pillow, and therefore we would let them know that that's not okay with us. Now, those, there may be still time that you make purchase in those stores, but if you conscientiously choose, then you will substantially reduce your business with them, and they will feel over a period of time. Now, so today I'm going to come back to tier one. The two businesses that will boycott Major League Baseball and Coca-Cola. Why these two? Because they are one of the first ones to jump out and oppose the election integrity law passed in Georgia. And also, they fit the profile that we can swiftly, forcefully hit with massive boycott. Now, but first, why do I care about a law in Georgia? I mean, I'm not even in Georgia. Well, absolutely, we have to, because Georgia is a swing state. The swing state election determine the presidential election outcome. That's number one. Number two, any state's congressional or senatorial election can shift the balance of power in Congress. It only takes one Senate seat or six House seats flipped in order to change who control these chambers. And third, Georgia was the first state to finish working out these election integrity bill that they passed the law and was signed by governor. Did that law go far enough? Probably not. I mean, the ones in Florida would be better. But since Georgia is the first one and is one of the swing states, the left is hitting Georgia hard in order to set an example so that the other states do not follow suit. They are doing that to tell Michigan, tell Pennsylvania, tell Arizona, don't you dare to pass election integrity law. So we, the consumer, we, the people, need to hit back just as hard on those businesses to set an example. Don't mess with we, the people, or we will let you feel it. So how do we let them feel it? For Coca-Cola, we need to boycott all Coca-Cola product. And that's not just the brown color soda, but also the clear one, Sprite, and the water in Smart Water and Dasani. And also there are some juices, the Simply Orange juice, Minute Maid, and there's the Fanta or the Powerade sports drink. So these are some of the major brands that under Coca-Cola umbrella. The other thing is that if you own a business that sells soft drinks, like a restaurant, or if your business has a vending machine and you have the decision um, capacity, then you would decide to not purchase these tap drinks or the vending machine from Coca-Cola. So let them know that this is uh, for what they did after Georgia passed their election integrity law. The other one that we can hit hard on is MLB. Major League Baseball not only came out and criticized the law passed by the Georgia legislature and signed by the governor, but they even um, decided to move their all-Star game and their annual draft from Georgia to Colorado. Now, I mean, these moves, they said they were doing that to protest the voter suppression, and they're doing that to protect um, democracy. These are just baloney. Number one, Major League Baseball, all teams require photo ID when you need to pick up a pair of tickets that you order online. And so, do they think that the right to pick up a pair of tickets is more important, more sacred than election? Didn't they just say that election is our most sacred right? And then they turn around and treat it as less important, less necessary to be guarded than a pair of tickets. They're saying that they want to promote democracy, to make sure everybody can vote. Then how come they do business with 10 cent, which will represent them or be there for their games to be streamed in Asia? 10 cent is controlled heavily by the Chinese Communist Party. You know whether there's voter suppression in China? Yes, every single person is suppressed because there is no open election there. And did MLB say anything in protest? No. That shows you their criticism of the Georgia voter ID law is hypocritical. They also decide to use their financial power to oppress the will of the people. Then, when they do that, we, the people, should assert our will to give them financial repercussion. And that is just fair fight. If they bring the gun to the fight, we bring the same. So, and that is the point about these swift and forceful boycotts to make them hurt, make them reverse their position, apologize for what they've done, so that also be an example for other companies who decided they wanted to mess with we the people. We the people have the power to decide, and we are not going to be silenced. Thank you for watching this video and hearing me out. May God bless you.